With the Nintendo Switch only a week away, I started thinking what first-party games could Nintendo put together that would really work well with the new features that the Switch brings to the table. So, I put together a list of them, and a few games I just kind of wanted to see because, well, I want games on the Switch, and I'm a very selfish human being. So, let's get this show on the road.
It's me, number one. Let's go.
Just a reminder, none of these are in any particular order, it's just a list of 10 games that I would love to see on the Switch. So, let's talk about some Starfox. The newest edition of Starfox wasn't received all too well by some of the fans due to its motion control, but I think the Switch has a few things that could really add to the experience and change the way we see spacefaring games. To start off, the split control of the Joy-Cons could actually feel like an actual jet. Just take a look at how Infinite Warfare's space fights take place. Each hand is on a grip that can be twisted, pushed forward, and pulled back. The right hand is used for turning while the other is used for thrust. These can be easily simulated with the Joy-Cons, and just by seeing how well they control and how responsive they are in arms, I could see this working really well in a Star Fox style game. This could also make all range mode a much more enjoyable experience than it has been in the last few games. But that's just one of many ways this could make for a very well put together Star Fox game that all the classic and present gamers could really enjoy.
Number two. Let's go.
Next is kind of obvious, but a Mario Party game that went back to the roots of competitive board games that allowed each player to move on their own, actually had mini-games each round, and well, good mini-games on top of that. Don't get me wrong, Mario Party 10 had some great mini-games, but the everyone in one cart thing really ruined it for me. Also, just by looking at 1-2 Switch and the games it's showing off, I think Mario Party could actually have some really cool new concepts that could really bring the party game back together, just like it was with Mario Party 3.
Number three. Let's go.
Pikmin 3 was a fantastic game that took the series and improved on it in every aspect, using the touchscreen abilities that the Wii U allowed. But what the Switch could do with its multi-touchscreen instead of a single touch and 2 motion controllers instead of 1 could be phenomenal. Imagine having 2 cursors on screen allowing you to create squares on the screen to select specific troops, or create 2 separate groups of Pikmin and send them to different areas to complete different tasks. The amount of different ways you could play and control your Pikmin army is mind-blowing. This could also make for a more interesting competitive game. As someone who plays Bingo Battle a lot, I would love a bit more variety in how I control my army to crush my opponents!
Number four. Let's go.
Next is Xenoblade Chronicles X, because I love the first game and it left off on a stupid cliffhanger, so yeah. On a more serious note though, Xenoblade Chronicles X could look fantastic on the Switch with its new graphics and ability to show so much more than what the original game was able to. Imagine something like Xenoblade or Xenoblade Chronicles X, but with crazy HD graphics. I know they announced Xenoblade 2, but it seems they were going for a bit more of a cartoonish look with that one, which I'm not, against, but I would love a high-definition, crazy giant map Xenoblade Chronicles X2 on the Switch. So let's hope for that one.
Number five. Let's go.
Sadly, the last WarioWare was a bit of a disappointment, which really confused me because there could have been a lot of really great ideas with the touchpad, but none of them were really used all too well. So this could be a chance for redemption for the WarioWare franchise's fast-paced mini-games. I would love to see like El Diablo, where you hold both Joy-Cons on your head, or the Shotgun, where you hold the Joy-Cons like a shotgun, or some use on the touchscreen pad where you can play some quick puzzle games. There are some really cool ideas I hope get used, and the ability to carry the system around would allow you to play some quick mini games at any time with your friends.
Number 6. Let's go.
Animal Crossing has been a very mobile game as of recent, with the only console game being Amiibo Festival that was really disappointing for fans of the series. Like, really disappointing. Like, 4 out of 10 bad. You get my point. A new Animal Crossing using the Switch's new and improved online features and higher graphics could make for a much larger Animal Crossing world. Like, what if there was a huge city you could go visit with shopping malls and different areas that you can go to, or a larger island to explore and catch bugs on? Fishing with the new 3D motion controllers and other activities could be fantastic. More jobs that you could actually go to and complete for bells, quests, the train station could bring you to different towns and areas instead of just to your friends, or maybe even a storyline besides just paying off your house. Some more customizations would also be great too, like making your character at the start of the game, different house styles, maybe even apartments and more. These are just a few ideas of what a new Animal Crossing console game could do.
Number 7. Let's go.
Nintendo is really trying to combine mobile games with console games on this new system, and one way to really do that would be to make a new Pokemon game on the Switch instead of the Nintendo DS. This would be a great way to have people buy the new console, because everyone loves Pokemon and they would buy the Switch for it if it wasn't coming out on the DS. Sadly though, the way that they're still planning new Fire Emblem games for the DS, my hopes aren't too high for what they're planning to do with both the DS and Switch. And if they split their audience between the two systems, I really worry about how the Switch will perform.
Number 8. Let's go.
I think this one is kind of obvious with the release of ARMS, but Punch-Out would make for a great game with the new Joy-Con controls. There isn't too much more to say because I think it's kind of obvious how a controller in both hands would work for a boxing game. But with ARMS already coming out for the Switch, I doubt another boxing game can be expected from the Switch anytime soon, or if at all.
Number 9. Let's go.
Wave Race is a series I love very much, and well, the GameCube game wasn't exactly the sequel I was hoping for, but the Switch could do some really awesome stuff for the series. I think for the most part, I would just be excited to feel the waves splashing through my hands in the 3D motion that the Switch has. I'm actually really excited to feel this new Rumble feature because some of my friends who have tried it have said it's one of the most amazing features they have felt in a long time. And if there's one thing Nintendo does really well, it's water physics and graphics. So that mixed with new 3D Rumble, online play, and much better graphics, we could have one awesome Wave Race game that we all deserve.
Number 10. Let's go.
The last thing I would love to see on the Switch is a new Maker series. Mario Maker did a really good job of allowing people to create their own levels and share them. The Switch would allow you to create levels, share them, and even bring them with you to have friends play them locally. But why stop at Mario Maker? Why not a completely new Maker series like Zelda Maker, allowing you to make levels in 8-bit and 16-bit style and even Minish Cap style? Or maybe even a Donkey Kong, Yoshi, Kirby, Metroid, or even a Mario Kart SNES Maker. All of these things can be taken and put together into a Maker-style game that would bring together a whole new community of creators. Those are just a few of the games I would love to see Nintendo deliver on the Switch console during its lifetime. Let me know in the comments below what games you would like to see from Nintendo on the Switch in its lifetime, and what games you would hate to see on the console. And I'll see you all in the next episode.